Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, and it's a spiritual connection. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. This person could be someone that you've had a relationship with already. This could be simply a situationship. Someone who perhaps you've exchanged glances with across the room and you know there's something special there. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And I am looking into the feelings and emotions of the other person. However, we do sometimes exchange energy. We pick up on other people's energy. We also mirror the other individual that we're connecting to romantically. So some of you may actually feel that this is your energy. Just keep in mind I am focusing on the other person, but if it does resonate with you, then yes, it is possible that these are also the feelings that you have currently as well. Okay. Very different kind of cards are coming out. This is not a usual combination. Very different kind of combination. It's like, it's so different. This is not usual. Previous sign also had this card under the bottom of the deck, responsibility. So I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. And these are feelings and emotions that this individual is not telling you, they're not sharing with you. Okay. Here you have mystery, followed by embracing the shadow, awakening, compassion, ecstasy, doubt, synthesis, crossroads, and you have responsibility under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Okay. My dear Pisces, I have realized over time that you and I share a special bond. There's something very different and unique about our connection. Something that I never realized before. In recent times, I've started questioning the universe as to why is it that you have come into my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not many years from now? I feel some type of a spiritual connection with you, a sacred bond. This feeling that I have is, it scares me because it's very intense. And it's hard for me to become someone I'm not, because this is not something that I really think about. Do you and I have a past life connection? Why do I feel as though I've known you from before? There's certain things about you that appear to me. The feeling is as if I've already known you, as if we've had a connection from before. It's a very strange feeling. I do feel that in this connection we have had our differences. I've behaved in certain ways which may have been impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And it's made things very awkward between the both of us. There is now a lot of awkwardness, a lot of feelings of being uncomfortable. I am who I am and I can't change my ways for anyone. It's difficult for me to change. But I do want you, if it's possible, to embrace a certain side of me that is dark, because that is a part of who I am. I can't deny that part. I have come to an awakening moment now. You have provided me with this spiritual awakening. And I see things from a different perspective. I see things from your view. I have a lot of compassion for you, for this entire situation. There are things that I did, and I put you on the spot. And I've put you through so many different types of experiences that you never had before. Emotionally. Sometimes it's been a roller coaster for you. And whatever I've put you through, I do understand that it's been hard for you. For that reason, I have compassion and empathy. Sometimes I even question the universe as to why is it that you are wanting to and willing to be with someone like me. Sometimes I almost feel pity. I feel not so great. To some degree, I feel useless, worthless, unworthy. In this connection, the one thing I have felt and I am feeling now is my focus on the spiritual side. There's something about you I realize that makes me feel spiritual bliss. Everything about this connection is beautiful, is sacred, is divine. But I also have my doubts that maybe it's just my wishful thinking. Maybe this is just me. Perhaps it's all in my head. I doubt that maybe the connection might even work. A long time ago, there used to be a sense of peace and harmony between you and I. But now there is a lack of that. And for this reason, I now want to come out of the shadows and create better peace and harmony with you. I have now come to a crossroads where I know it's time for me to make a decision, whether to continue on this path towards you or to change my perspective. One thing I have decided is that in the past I was not so responsible. And now I want to take responsibility. I want to be more responsible going forward. There are things that I should have said and should have done and I never did. And there are things that I never said and I never did that I should have done. I was just never really there for you. And I want to take responsibility. A part of me wants to. The only thing is, my connection with you is very energetic. It's very spiritual. Bringing this out into practical planning and in the real world, for me, is a challenge right now. Pisces. Like I said, this was a very different spread. Now, what I'm getting from this particular reading is the fact that there seems to be, so you see there's no affection here. There's no actual love. Like, I don't see that here. It's not here. But the one thing that's happening here is the overall arching theme, I would say. These two cards, these are spiritual cards for me. This is my past life card, and this is spiritual bliss, happiness, and the soul. I interpret these cards differently from what is originally in the book. So what I'm sensing here is that it's almost as if two things, two storylines. Either you have been with someone where they want to put emotions and the physical aspect to the side and they want to focus on the spiritual, or you could be connecting with somebody that is not even focusing on any of the other types of, I guess, feelings and emotions that you would feel. But their main focus and the question in their life right now is about the spiritual aspect. So the main focus here is the spiritual aspect. But this could be somebody that's avoiding it, or avoided it before, but now they're realizing it. Or perhaps you already have the aspect of emotions and physical, but now they're adding in the spiritual. So I hope I was kind of clear on that. You guys can rewind that and hear it. It was not easy for me to explain that. Oh my gosh, I almost got lost in my own words. Okay, so one thing for sure is that this person, you have given them some type of an awakening. So this is a spiritual awakening. They have grown and understood that, like, there's this very deep rooted kind of connection. It's very sacred. It is divine. And for some of you that might be interested, just to let you know, I do past life readings. You can go to my website and have a look if anything resonates with you. If you feel interested, you can always place an order and I can look into that for you. Now, I also have another channel, some of you may know. Oh yes, and I do have a new video coming up, The Divine Feminine. Yay! Let's learn about girls. Divine Feminine is another video I'm going to be uploading, and check that video out as well on the same channel, which is Asnointia Audio. If some of you are interested in knowing more about, like, past life connections as well as spiritual connections, I have that information there. So feel free to have a look at that as well. Oh yes, and do like, share, and subscribe. So we have here the Lover's Path Tarot. I'm going to have a look at something that may have been causing an issue in this connection in the first place. Perhaps you didn't know of. This could be something old, like an old matter, but it could also be something new that just happened. That's, again, causing an issue. Like, I'm getting a lady who is rolling her eyes and she is saying, oh, first it was this, now it's this. Frustrating. Somebody is really frustrated with this person. There seems to be quite a bit of frustration. What I'm getting is kind of like delays. Moving slow. Somebody's moving way too slow, like slower than snail's pace. I'm getting a message. If somebody was to put this person in a race with a snail, the snail would win. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. Some people are just too slow when they deal with relationships because they're just not in the right mindset, guys. That's why. They're just not in the right mindset because they don't want to. Some of them just can't. Mentally and emotionally, they just can't. And some of them actually avoid it because they can't deal with it. Emotionally, they can't. There's such a variety of reasons why people do what they do. So let's have a look at, we have here the King of Cups and the Queen of Staffs. King of Cups. So the person that you're connecting with, either you know this or maybe you didn't know this, but this was one of the reasons why they had this problem. It talks about not being so practical, them not being able to learn from love relationships. not being able to create their dreams into reality. There was emotional immaturity. So there was immaturity here, emotional. There was a lack of wisdom, and even a lack of integrity at some times. Now we also have here that this person had a desire, or even has a desire still, to have more control over what they want in life and how they want to get it done, or what they want to do. What they need to do is stop fantasizing about everything and actually get to work. Some realistic planning needs to be made. This person, you might have noticed, Pisces, was very inconsistent when dealing with you, and they may even have been quite unreliable, which is really bad because, that means that, they say one thing at one point and then they change their statement. Or, they promise you they're going to pick you up and they just, they don't show up, right? It's just inconsistency like that. Or it could be any type of action or words that they've spoken, but it's the essence of it is inconsistency and just them being unreliable. Here we also have the Queen of Staffs. So with the Queen of Staffs, this person, again, they lacked wit and wisdom. They feel that they did not have a lot of support in their life. They have a lack of certain knowledge about certain things, like there's intelligence and power. So there's a lack of a certain type of intelligence, and the certain type of power that they may have had before, they don't have that now. Here, what happened was they were waiting too long to use their forces, not showing the world their own strengths, and they started to feel powerless. Usually this is because they felt a lack of confidence at some point. They lost their confidence. So for that reason, I see. It's because they lacked integrity, wisdom, and wisdom. Oh man, 1 second. What was it? King of Cups. There's 3 things I remember. There's 3 of them. Emotional maturity, wisdom, and integrity. So there was a lack of emotional maturity, wisdom, and integrity, and because there was a lack of that, eventually this person, Pisces, started to feel a lack of confidence in themselves. They could not compare themselves to you. They were feeling unworthy because it's like you're up here and they're down here. That's the type of feeling that they had. Oh boy. This individual is very complicated. All right. Let's have a look if this person's going to take any actions. Do they have any intentions towards you? Any plans? World card. They definitely want to close the gap between the both of you. They don't like it. They don't like being far away from you. Oh, beautiful. We have the 4 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. Some of you might be working with this person, or you are associated to this person. Maybe you have worked with them in the past. But this is somebody who you already know, mostly in a professional kind of environment. And if you have not, this person also simply wants to make something with you, construct something with you, like a relationship, build a relationship. Oh boy. Yeah. A lot of heart chakra being closed off. So we have the World card, we have 4 of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So the last 2 are not so great. We have here the World card. There may be distance between the both of you. Like actual 2 things. There may be physical distance and there may be emotional distance. So what they want to do is bridge that gap. They want to bring you both together. Like they just want to come together with you. For some of you, this, just an extra thing. There could be differences of opinions. Like you may be worlds apart. You may have different belief values. Maybe your cultures are different. There's something different about the both of you. But that's not something that's too important. That's just because this is what this card also means. But what I am seeing is that you do mean a lot to them. You do mean the world to them now. However, it's difficult for them to change what they've done in the past and the behaviors and the ways that they behave. They just don't know how to move forward. They're so, I have to say it, they're so inexperienced and immature. It's like, again, like that snail's pace, right? We have here the Four of Wands. They are recognizing that this is some type of a yeah, it might be a twin flame connection. It could possibly be soulmate, karmic partner, or even more than that. They have some other ones. For more other connections, you can go to the other channel that I have, Asnointia Audio. So we do have here, with the Four of Wands, we do have a situation where they realize that this is a spiritual connection and that they want to find some type of closure. And after that closure, they want to start to settle. They want to build something with you. So it's a very promising card. This is what some people call the 1111 card. It's wonderful. These two cards are amazing. And then we have here the Three of Pentacles. So like I mentioned, some of you might have worked with this person, or maybe you work with them still. And if you don't, I mean, if you do work with this person, or if it's associated in that way, this person is falling in love with you. And if you don't work with this person or have not worked with them in the past, this simply means that this individual knows that there is some struggle, but they want to work things through and they want to manifest and bring things together with you, work in partnership. Here we also have the Nine of Swords. This person can also try to find an excuse to somehow reach out to you. I'm just looking at that through the Three of Pentacles. I'm seeing that right now. With the Nine of Swords, Pisces, a lot has happened. This is why there's so much feeling like of uncomfortableness, if there's such a word. Feelings of being uncomfortable would sound better. This person has, I'm getting the word night terrors, anxiety, sleepless nights. They're not able to sleep at night because of feelings of guilt. There's psychic disturbances. There's remorse. There's feelings of, oh my God, what have I done? Why did I do that? This is the type of feeling that they're having. It's a lot of mental anguish. This could also, hopefully not, but there's various levels of depression. Could lead to something like that. Hopefully not. But it's a lot of stress and worry on the mind that this person's having, to the point where their sleep might be compromised. Here we also have, currently, the overall arching theme, Two of Swords. Right now, they're just trying to keep their distance. They really do have their heart closed. They're not looking, you know, their eyes are closed. Along with that, let's just say the ears are closed as well. Everything is just closed off. This person's just closed off. Now, Pisces, does this person have good intentions? Yes, they do. So this is the issue here. They are so inexperienced that they don't know what to do in order to come to you. That's what it is. Because you have beautiful cards here. They do want, I mean, these are powerful cards. They do want you emotionally, spiritually, physically. They want you. However, these two cards are preventing them from doing that. They are in a particular mindset that is not allowing them to move forward right now. Eventually, people change. Eventually, this person, hopefully, fingers crossed, they will get out of this mindset when it's too much to handle. There's a breaking point. At that point, this will shift this way then, and there'll be others after this then, right? So this will at that point shift into the future. And yes, the intentions that this person has is to be with you. They're planning it. However, right now, will they actually take action? I don't see that. But do they have that intention? Yes, they do. In their heart, they do. Do they have that plan? They're hoping for it. Yes. Okay. So, let's have a look what the angels have to say about this situation. This is Archangel Answer cards. So let's have a look. Okay. Excellent. Oh, you have such a beautiful card. Big happy changes. Very nice. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. They are saying here that meditation does help bring answers. That basically means you can pray to the Christ consciousness. That is Christ right there. That's an image of yourself sitting. So you can pray to the Christ consciousness. Through there you can get to Jehovah, his Father. Through your mind's eye you can call upon Jehovah and ask him to allow and give permission to Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to come into your life to help you, to guide you, and to even protect you, and lead you in this situation. You know, we don't worship angels, but they also feel very awkward because we put them in a very strange type position. Here there is a sense of forgiveness. You're going to have to forgive somebody, or somebody's going to ask, like, you're either going to say sorry to somebody or somebody's going to say sorry to you. Either way, if you want big happy changes, forgiveness is needed in this connection. They're also saying here, if you believe, then you will be able to manifest this because your intention really does matter. We also have here, once again, now this is meditation brings answers, which is also almost like prayer. We also have here trust in the Christ consciousness. This is Christ right there. We have here trust in the Christ consciousness, which is the same as if you believe, right? You have to believe it. You have to trust it. You think that you're not ready. Some of you think maybe if this person was to come into your life, you're not ready. They are actually saying, no, you are ready. Yes, no, you're ready. So don't. It's almost as if, no, don't argue with me. Not me, but with yourself. Don't think that you are not ready, because it does say here that emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you have gone through a lot. And by the time these big happy changes happen and there's a sense of forgiveness, you are going to be ready at that point to move forward in this connection. It may take some time, Pisces, not for you, but for this person to evolve, to mature, to change. Remember that integrity, that wisdom, the other thing that I keep forgetting. Why do I keep forgetting it? It's just 3 little points. So now it's bothering me. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Sorry, guys. Let me just go back. Okay, let's do it again. Emotional immaturity, wisdom, and integrity is what they don't have, okay? They're not emotionally mature right now. They don't have integrity, and they don't have much wisdom. However, for this reason, it's not going to be like an on-off switch. For this reason, it says here, a year from now. A year from now is when this person's going to change. So that is something that you, if you want, may have to endure. You might have to wait for it a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's the snail. It's best to let the snail go at its pace. Eventually it'll reach its destination. All right. So that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance. Do let me know in the comments below if this resonated with any of you. It was a very different kind of reading. It was just, either you're dealing with the same person or this could be a different person. Because the cards are just so different. It's like this person's had a whole new perspective on life. They see you now as somebody who is bringing out their spiritual side. And for somebody to evolve like that, that's a lot of changes, right? It's not just the fact that they're changing in terms of, oh, I'm going to be mature in this relationship. No, it's actually their soul is changing. Their belief system is changing. And for that, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. That will take some time. So hang in there, Pisces, for those of you that want to hang in there. You always have free will. You do have choices. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see you guys again. All right then. Bye now.